Hello, I am AxelMC131 and welcome back to Behind the Blocks in Minecraft 1.10. And as you can see, I have some chickens in front of me, and I'm going to show you today another little redstone mechanic for how to improve your chicken farming. And this is well, I'm terming it a semi-automatic chicken farm. Take that with a pinch of salt. It's not one of those fully automatic farms where you just, like you feed them in one end and everything that you want comes out the other end. No, there's a little bit of interaction, but I think this one works quite nicely for its simplicity. It doesn't require a massive amount of complex redstone, and it's fairly compact as well. So as you can see in here, in this glass case, I've got a bunch of chickens. I've got some adult chickens and some baby chickens, and the adult chickens are going to constantly lay eggs, and they're going to come in here. And I've also got roast chicken and feathers in this chest here. So let's say, for instance, that I want to put in some more chickens into this mess here. Well, all I have to do is grab some eggs out of there, open up this slot, and put them into this dispenser here, and they will automatically be fired out into here and spawn chickens as they go. And then once it's empty, it stops again. So we can close that. And then we want to harvest some of these chickens, say the full-grown ones. We want to kill them and cook them in one step. Now, of course, we can use lava, but we've got baby chickens in here, and we don't really want to waste them. But we have a half slab, so if I hit this button, we get a little burst of lava, and then all the chickens die. Haha! And we get all their lovely, tasty meat and feathers. Well, not tasty feathers, but tasty roast chicken meat, dropping into this hopper and then into the chest in front here. Absolutely delightful. And this will just continue to cycle so that once you've got all these baby chickens here, they will eventually grow up, and you can just repeat the cycle once you have enough eggs to restart. And it's sort of just this little thing that you can just pop over and see how it's going, and then just hit a button or put some eggs in a dispenser and just let it keep doing its thing. So that is the overview and how you might set it into a wall or something. It is very small, as you can see, but I'll quickly jump over and show you how it actually works. Okay, and as per usual, we have the bare bones version of the mechanic, and you can see once again we've got two different circuits of redstone, as I tend to have in a lot of these mechanics, and quite a large number of chickens hiding in this little glass case here. So you can see what's happening with the mechanics. We're starting off very simple. We've got a half slab that all the chickens are sitting on, and underneath is a hopper which runs into this chest. So roast chicken, feathers, and of course eggs, when they are laid, will flow through here and into this chest and be collected. Now up here we've got two dispensers, one of which is empty, and this is the one that you load eggs into. And what happens when you load eggs into that is that this comparator turns on and then enables this redstone circuit here, and this here is our very fast comparator clock. So once a power signal comes through this side, this will start repeatedly flashing on and off very quickly and rapidly pulsing through here, which means that it will continue to fire this dispenser until it's empty. And it's actually a very useful mechanic, and you can probably use it for a number of different mechanics, which is just, the dispenser will remain dormant until there's actually something in it. And I will give you an example there. If I just grab a stack of eggs or two, here we go. Now if I put some in here, this is enabled, and you can see that this starts firing off the eggs, and then it runs out very quickly, because of course it's on a comparator clock, one of our fastest vanilla clocks that we can have. Vanilla clocks, one of the fastest survival-friendly clocks that we can have. And then it just uses up all the eggs in there and spits them out, and there is, if I remember correctly from the wiki, there is a 1 in 8 chance for every egg that it will spawn a baby chicken. And then all the eggs from the grown-up chickens will go in here. Now in this other dispenser we've actually got a lava bucket, and we have a button which triggers a long delay here and a much shorter delay through a monostable circuit here. So what happens when you press this button is that this monostable circuit extends the piston and triggers a very short pulse through here, fires the dispenser and outputs the lava, and then almost immediately this delay ticks over, and the pulse will then go through here and activate the dispenser again, which then picks up the lava again. So the chickens basically take a tick of damage, but are also set on fire. So it kills the chickens by fire damage without killing them with lava, which would destroy the drops. So I can demonstrate that here. If I just hit this button, let me get in a good position where I can see it. And there we go. As simple as that. And then of course all the baby chickens are still perfectly alive because they're on a half slab, and they are only half a block tall, so they don't actually stick out into where the lava is. So it's quite nice. So again, I can show you that they're not touched at all by the lava. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'll show you guys a quick tutorial on how to build this thing. And this is the area you're going to need. The area I've got out here is a 4x8 rectangle. This here is where the hopper, and on top of which the chickens, and then your chest is going to be here, and this is where your button for activating the lava is going to be placed. I believe I've got that right. Oh, actually I haven't. That should be one block more over. There we go. That's where your button is going to be, on this face here. And this can be built into a wall along this block, so that you can hide all the circuitry out of sight and make it look nice and sleek like the example over there. So this is all the stuff you're going to need. Hopper and chest and dispenser for storing items. Redstone mechanics, you're going to need a sticky piston and a comparator. Those are probably the most advanced items you're going to need. Redstone dust, repeater, and button, of course. And then stained clay for redstone mechanics, a stone slab of any of your choice, and I prefer to use glass for the front of it so I can actually see the chickens growing up and then being, brutally murdered by lava at the end. So, oh, and of course we're going to need a bunch of eggs to start it off with, and I do recommend that before you start making this, you either have a number of chickens you can lure into the top, or just a number of eggs that you can start off with some baby chickens. Alright, so let's start off by placing down the chest. And where the hopper is going to be, we'll grab the slab, our glass, and our two regular types of stained clay. So, chest is going to go right here, facing outwards, and we're going to have our hopper on the back, holding shift so it connects to the chest there, stone slab on top, and I'm going to put 2 blocks of glass up, and for this situation I will put 2 at the back as well. It doesn't actually have to be a transparent block. In the example over here I've just got andesite to cover up the back so that you can't really see through the wall per se, but for this example I'm just going to use more glass. Then we're going to have our green circuit over here and our orange circuit over here, and we need 2 dispensers on either side, one going in from that side and one going in from that side. This one's going to have our lava, this one's going to be where we put our eggs. Okay, so let's start with the right hand side, so let's just put away the glass, the slab, and those things, and grab our lovely fantastic redstone components. And we also need our yellow hardened clay. I'm using a different color of hardened clay just for the piston, just so I can distinguish where it is. We're going to put our sticky piston facing up right in the corner here. Now there's actually a trick here for monostable circuits in survival. If you can't get your hands on slime balls easily enough and you find it a bit difficult to make a sticky piston, you can actually use a regular piston and just put sand on top. It still works in exactly the same way. All you're doing is having an extender block and then pull it back down. So with sand, of course, when the piston retracts, it just falls. So we're going to put our sticky piston there for the moment, facing up, yellow stained clay on top, and we're going to bring the rest of this green circuit round like this. Then we need redstone dust there, and there, and there. Repeater there and there, set to their shortest tick delay, and then a repeater here set to its longest tick delay. And then all we need to do is put our button on this block here. And now, when we hit the button, you should see this extend and then retract. And this should send 2 quick pulses, well, 1 quick pulse and then 1 long pulse into that dispenser. Like so. So, let me just grab our lava bucket, and we will set that in there, and we will do one more check to make sure this works. Perfect. I actually didn't put the lava bucket in the chest, I've just realized. Oh well. You'll also need a lava bucket, in case that wasn't obvious. Okay, next up we're going to do the circuit on this side for launching eggs automatically. So we're going to bring this orange stained clay across 2, down 1, and then over here. And we're going to make this funny little strange Tetris shape here, like that. But you'll see why that is. We're going to bring redstone dust over here, and oh, we need a comparator here, excuse me. And then a repeater there, and another comparator there. So that's probably the most advanced bit. You'll need 2 comparators. This one we want to right-click on and make it into the, I believe it's subtract mode, and then we're going to set up our little fast comparator clock, and that's how the fast comparator clock works, of course, powering it from the back, and it will just continually alternate its signal. And then we need 1 more redstone repeater there, and that is pretty much all there is to it. So, now that we've done that, I'll just stick all the rest of these blocks back in there, grab all our eggs, and as I said, to start this up, all you need is to lure some chickens in, or just grab some eggs and just load up this dispenser. And depending on how many you have, this may take a little while, but because there is a 1 in 8 chance of an egg spawning a chicken, you should get, say from 4 stacks of eggs, you should get about 8 chickens. That's not 8 chickens, but it's enough, I'm sure. And then what you do is you literally just wait for them to grow up, lay a bunch of eggs, reload it, make more baby chickens, grow them, get some eggs, and when you think you have enough backlog of eggs stored up, just cook the chickens. It is as simple as that. So yeah, that is the semi-automatic chicken farm. I think it is a fairly compact. It's not one of the most compact ones out there, but it's fairly low profile, and as you saw, fits quite nicely behind a wall. There we go. So you can kind of hide it from view fairly easily, but still have all the important bits easily accessible from the front. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you liked, please leave a like. If you want to see more, do subscribe and direct all feedback to the comments below. But for now, I've been XLMC131. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.